Join us on this exciting Turkey travel guide where I'll take you through breathtaking travel destinations, unique cultural experiences, and the best things to do in Turkey. In this Turkey travel vlog, I'll share travel tips, top places to visit in Turkey, and how to travel Turkey with a perfect travel itinerary. By the end of this travel video, you'll discover the beauty of Turkish tourism and be inspired to plan your own unforgettable journey. Turkey is also known as Türkiye, best known for its rich history, breathtaking landscapes, vibrant bazaars, and world-famous cuisine like kebabs and baklava. Geographically, it's uniquely positioned between Europe and Asia, offering a blend of Eastern traditions and Western modernity. From the fairy chimneys of Cappadocia to the ruins of Ephesus and the stunning coasts of Antalya, Turkey offers something unforgettable for every kind of traveler. Istanbul is a magical city where East meets West. Don't miss a Bosphorus cruise at sunset, the Grand Bazaar, and sipping Turkish tea with a view of the Blue Mosque. Cappadocia feels like a dreamscape. I highly recommend the hot air balloon ride at sunrise and exploring the underground cities and fairy chimneys. Pamukkale is surreal with its white travertine terraces. Take a barefoot walk and swim in Cleopatra's Pool for a unique experience. Ephesus is one of the best preserved ancient cities. Walking through its marble streets feels like time travel to the Roman Empire. Antalya offers a mix of beautiful beaches and ancient ruins. Be sure to explore the old town Kaleiçi and take a boat tour from the harbour. Bodrum is all about nightlife and elegance. I loved relaxing at beach clubs by day and enjoying lively evenings by the marina. Fethiye has everything from turquoise bays to Lycian ruins. Don't miss the boat tour to the 12 islands or paragliding over Ölüdeniz. Kaş is my personal favorite for a laid-back vibe and clear waters. Go kayaking over the sunken city of Kekava and enjoy mezes by the harbour. Kalkan is perfect for romantic stays and boutique hotels. I recommend visiting Kaputaş Beach and dining at rooftop terraces with sea views. Gocek is a sailing paradise. Take a Gülle cruise or rent a private boat to discover hidden coves and untouched islands. Marmaris offers both natural beauty and fun nightlife. Explore İzmir Beach and take a jeep safari into the mountains. Alanya has an impressive cliffside castle and long beaches. Try the cable car for panoramic views and enjoy the buzzing beach scene. Side blends history and beach life. Walk among Roman ruins like the Temple of Apollo just steps away from the Mediterranean. Izmir is a modern coastal city with a youthful energy. Visit Cordon for seaside cafes and take a ferry to Kaleiçi for local vibes. Çeşme is perfect for beach lovers and windsurfers. Don't miss the thermal springs and the castle in the town centre. Alaçatı is a charming Aegean town. I loved the stone houses, vibrant boutique shops, and sipping coffee in its stylish courtyards. Konya is deeply spiritual and historic. Watch the whirling dervish ceremony and visit Rumi's tomb for a peaceful experience. Ankara may be underrated, but it offers important museums and government buildings. Don't miss Atatürk's mausoleum for insight into modern Turkey. Trabzon is green, mountainous, and full of character. I suggest visiting the Sümele Monastery and tasting local specialties like kuymak. Rize is all about tea fields and lush nature. Take time to visit a tea factory and enjoy the views over green rolling hills. Uzungöl is a hidden alpine-style lake village. Stay overnight to enjoy the fog rolling over the mountains and peaceful nature. Mount Ararat is the tallest peak in Turkey and a place of legends. It's a destination for serious trekkers and epic photo opportunities. Van surprised me with its stunning lake and cultural richness. Don't miss Akdamar Island and trying the famous Van breakfast. Mardin is like an open-air museum with stone architecture and Mesopotamian history. Wander through its narrow alleys and ancient churches. Şanlıurfa is full of spiritual and historical significance. Visit the Pool of Abraham and enjoy the city's traditional music and food culture. Göbekli Tepe is a mind-blowing archaeological site. I couldn't believe how old it is, possibly the world's first temple. Troy or Tuva brings Homer's Iliad to life. Explore the ruins and the replica wooden horse and imagine the ancient legends. Pergamon is also known as Bergama. Impress me with its hilltop acropolis and steep ancient theatre. The views alone are worth the visit. Safranbolu is a UNESCO-listed town with Ottoman houses. Stroll through its cobbled streets and try saffron-flavored delights. Amasya is one of the most picturesque towns in Turkey. Admire the riverside Ottoman mansions and ancient rock tombs carved into the cliffs. Turkey is very accessible with major international airports like Istanbul, Antalya, and Izmir welcoming flights from all over the world. You can also enter from nearby countries like Greece, Georgia, or Bulgaria by car, bus, or train, and ferries run from Greek islands to ports like Bodrum and Marmaris. Whether you're flying in or crossing a border by land or sea, getting to Turkey is surprisingly easy and well connected. Within Turkey, I found domestic flights convenient and affordable, especially for covering long distances between cities like Istanbul, Cappadocia, and Antalya. Renting a car gave me the freedom to explore coastal routes and hidden villages, while public transport like buses, trams, and metro lines worked well in big cities. You can also experience scenic train rides, ferry connections in places like Istanbul or Izmir, and even use scooters or bicycles in coastal towns. The local currency is the Turkish Lira, and while credit cards are accepted in many places, it's smart to carry some cash for small shops or rural areas. Turkish is the official language, but in touristic areas, many people speak basic English. Still, learning a few Turkish phrases adds charm to your trip. Most travelers need a visa, which you can get online. Tipping around 10% is common in restaurants, and it's important to dress modestly when visiting mosques or conservative areas. Turkey offers a unique blend of experiences, from ancient ruins and natural wonders to vibrant cultural traditions and warm hospitality. One of the most unforgettable things to do is immersing yourself in both nature and history, whether it's sailing along turquoise coasts, hiking scenic trails, or wandering through archaeological sites. I highly recommend trying experiences that involve water, mountains, local rituals, and moments of true cultural connection, things you can only find in Turkey. The Turkish people are incredibly warm, curious, and welcoming. They often treat travelers like guests rather than tourists, especially in smaller towns. Food plays a huge part in everyday life, with a strong focus on slow, shared meals, home-cooked flavors, and freshly baked pastries. It's not just eating, it's a social experience. Exploring local bazaars, joining tea rituals, observing traditional celebrations, and bargaining in old markets are just a few ways to dive into the heart of Turkish culture. Turkey is a year-round destination, with each season offering something different. Spring and autumn are ideal for exploring cities and cultural sites with mild weather. Summer is perfect for beach holidays and sailing trips, especially along the Aegean and Mediterranean coasts, while winter transforms the eastern and central regions into snowy escapes for ski lovers and cozy mountain retreats. No matter when you come, there's always a region in Turkey that's in season. Compared to major European countries, Turkey is generally much more affordable. You'll find that hotel prices, food, and transportation cost significantly less. For example, a quality meal can be around €8 to €10, a local flight under €40, and even boutique hotels range from €30 to €70 per night depending on location. On average, a comfortable travel budget for a tourist is around €60 to €90 per day, covering accommodation, meals, transport, entrance fees, and even some splurges. Yes, Turkey is one of the best budget-friendly destinations in the region, from hostels and guest houses to cheap but delicious street food and low-cost buses between cities. You can find hearty local meals for €3 to €5, dorm beds or budget pensions for €15 to €20, and long-distance coach rides starting at €10. For travelers on a tighter budget, you can easily enjoy Turkey for around €30 to €40 per day, including food, accommodation, local transport, and daily activities. In Turkey, dress codes vary by region and season. In summer, lightweight and breathable clothes work well, while in winter, you'll need layers, especially in central and eastern regions. I recommend bringing comfortable walking shoes, a light scarf especially for visiting mosques, and a jacket even in spring or fall evenings. While beach towns are relaxed, more conservative clothing is respectful in rural areas and religious sites. Turkey's most popular destinations include the vibrant capital Ankara, the cultural and historical heart of Istanbul, and beautiful coastal cities like Antalya and Izmir. Tourists are also drawn to unique spots like Cappadocia, Pamukkale, and Ephesus, which offer surreal landscapes and ancient ruins. Whether you're into beaches, bazaars, history, or hiking, Turkey has a city or region to match every travel style. Turkey's cuisine is incredibly diverse, from slow-cooked meat dishes and fresh mezes to sweet pastries and rich soups. There's something for every palate. Street food is delicious and affordable, and most restaurants offer vegetarian options, with vegan choices becoming more common in bigger cities. Whether you're enjoying local dishes in a family-run tavern or dining in a high-end restaurant, the food experience in Turkey is unforgettable. Turkey is a great place for souvenir shopping. You can find colorful ceramics, handmade carpets, spices, tea sets, and natural products like olive oil soap. Popular gifts include Turkish delights, dried fruits, and locally crafted jewelry or textiles from bazaars and artisan markets. Bargaining is part of the culture in many shops, especially in traditional markets, so don't be shy to negotiate respectfully. Turkey offers a wide range of accommodations, from luxury hotels in big cities to charming boutique stays in coastal towns and cave hotels in Cappadocia. Airbnb and budget pensions are widely available, especially in touristic areas, making it easy to find something for every budget. I recommend staying in historic old towns or near the waterfront to get the best views and local atmosphere. Nightlife in Turkey is vibrant and diverse. From rooftop bars in Istanbul to beachfront clubs along the coast, there's something for every type of traveler. You'll find live music, stylish cocktail lounges, traditional meyhanes with local music, and even cultural performances in some regions. Whether you're dancing till sunrise or enjoying a relaxed night with friends and tea, Turkey knows how to keep the nights alive. For a short stay, 7 to 10 days is enough to explore highlights like Istanbul, Cappadocia, and the Aegean or Mediterranean coast. But if you want a deeper experience, including Eastern Anatolia and off-the-beaten-path regions, I recommend spending at least 2 to 3 weeks. Turkey is a vast country with so much to discover. The more time you have, the more authentic your journey will feel. Turkey is generally safe for tourists, and I've personally traveled solo in many parts without any issues. Locals are usually very helpful and friendly, even to solo female travelers. Like anywhere, watch out for common scams in tourist hotspots like overcharging taxis or pushy shopkeepers, and always agree on prices in advance. In case of emergencies, dial 112 for help. It's the main number for medical, police, and fire services. Absolutely, Turkey offers an unbeatable mix of ancient history, diverse landscapes, warm hospitality, and delicious food. From surreal natural wonders to lively urban culture and coastal relaxation, there's no other place quite like it. Whether you're here for a quick escape or an extended adventure, Turkey is more than worth every moment. That's everything you need to know before visiting Turkey. I hope this guide helps you plan the trip of a lifetime. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your travel buddies, and subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. And if you still have questions, feel free to drop a comment below. I'm happy to help.